Today is April 6th. It is Monday during Holy Week. The text for today is taken from the 9th chapter of Hebrews. But when Christ appeared as a high priest of the good things to come, he entered through the greater and more perfect tabernacle, not the tabernacle that Moses had instructed to be built, not the temple that Solomon built, but one not made with his own hands, not of this creation, not through the blood of goats and calves, but rather through Jesus' own blood. He entered the holy place once for all, having obtained eternal redemption for all of us. How much more will the blood of Christ, who through the eternal Spirit offered himself without blemish to God, cleanse you and cleanse me from dead works to serving a living God. The text today assumes that we have a little bit of working knowledge about the Old Testament sacrificial system that was adhered to in ancient Israel. The sacrificial system where blood cleansed things. In this day and age with COVID-19, where we're afraid to turn the corner in a grocery store for fear that someone had just sneezed and we would walk into that mess in the air, to a system of understanding something thousands of years ago where blood was actually put on people to cleanse them. That's the difference between the Old Testament and the New Testament, where Old Testament sacrifices are now proclaimed in the New Testament to no longer be needed because of the work of Jesus Christ. And in verse 14 we read, "How much more will the blood of Christ cleanse your conscience?" Well, I think the answer to that is found in knowing that it's not simply a cleansing of the flesh. That's what was taught in the Old Testament, and that's what that blood cleansing was through the sacrificing of a calf or a lamb. The cleansing that we're talking about today through Jesus Christ goes right to the spirit. It cleanses us right to the spirit of our conscience from those dead works, those things that we have to do to look religious, those things that we have to do thinking that somehow if we do them, we're earning our way into heaven. Heaven is a gift. It's a free gift, and it's poured out for all of us and received through faith. That doesn't mean that what we do or don't do doesn't matter. It does. It just means that what we do doesn't earn our salvation. That's already been offered to us through the person and personality of Jesus Christ. We don't earn our salvation by what we do, neither does anyone else. Salvation has been earned for us by Jesus Christ and his death on the cross. It's this week, especially these early days this week, that we can travel along the journey of what it must have meant for Jesus to go in that direction, knowing that he was going to do something to capture you and me for all eternity, and to offer what the Father wants to offer all of us. And that is eternal salvation, being set free from the bondage of sin and being set free to eternity to be in the glory and presence of Jesus Christ and the Lamb of God. What we do isn't about a service that we need to do to serve God, that God needs somehow that we do something other than that we serve our neighbors, that we take care of our brothers and sisters who have need. Like we did yesterday with over 5,000 pounds of potatoes that will be cut and used as seed potatoes to grow thousands and tens of thousands of more potatoes. What we do with Operation 143 and filling backpacks to be taken home by children so that they will have nourishing meals and healthy meals through the weekend that they may not have ever had provided for them. It's what we do and what we can't wait to get back to doing on Saturday night, providing a meal for folks in our community on Saturday evening here in our fellowship hall at St. John's. I want you to know that our works serving him and serving our sisters and brothers do absolutely indeed please him. And my hope and my prayer is that this brief message today will be pleasing to God and be pleasing and instructional to you. Be blessed.